Chester Kalesa, who was the head site administrator up at the Lackawanna Coal Mine Museum until last year he retired, states that Europeans were contacted by flyers, by posters, basically by word of mouth, and also by recruiting companies for the coal companies to come, for the Europeans to come work in the coal regions of northeast Pennsylvania. And they said at Ellis Island, where a lot of them docked at, that they told the people prior to their excursion over that the streets were lined with gold, and they said that at Ellis Island there's supposed to be a wall there with the inscription on it, more or less to the effect that they told us that the streets were lined with gold, but they didn't tell us we would be the ones digging the streets. Europeans, boys, my grandfather being one of them, as young as 6 years old, would start working in the mines. They would be breaker boys. Most of us, I know I'm always feeling like I'm preaching to the choir when I play in the coal regions, because you folks know all about this, but I'll just mention it anyway. On top of a coal mine and nearby, there's a big building, a big house, where all the coal comes with all the impurities. I do have a photograph of it there on the way out. And there would be chutes inside there, and the coal and all the dirt and all the rock and all the slate would come down these chutes. These boys would put slats across the chutes, and they would either face them or turn away from them, and they would pick the slate from the coal, and they would get a whopping 6 cents an hour for 12 hours a day. The thing is, don't forget, if they broke something, if they broke an axe, if they broke a pick or a shovel, that came out of their paycheck. Sometimes they even had to pay for the dynamite that they used on their boss's mine. So you can see where a lot of the strikes, a lot of the marches got a lot of their fuelings from. In the region on the right out, you'll see the photographs on the right-hand side too. There's a picture inside of a coal mine, the Newkirk coal mine, which is outside of Tamaqua on Route 209 between Tamaqua and Pottsville. And one coal miner is playing the fiddle in the mine, and another one is doing a little bit of flat-foot clog dancing due to the Irish and the Scottish that came to work in the coal mines of our region. There was also another gentleman down below Lancaster area. His name was Patrick Reynolds, and he has a series of books out called Pennsylvania Profiles. He also states that there were a lot of musicians in the area who were coal miners and vice versa. And what they would do is they'd grab a piece of sheet metal from the local coal mine, go from coal patch town to coal patch town, throw it down and do some clogging, fiddling, and singing for food or for clothing or for a night's lodging. And he even named some of them. Some of them were Con Carbon was from Hazleton, Martin Mulhall from Shenandoah, William Keating from Pottsville, Patrick and Jack Johnson from Summit Hill, Barney Kelly from Ashland, Dennis Coyle and Michael McAndrew from Wilkes-Barre, Harry Tempest from St. Clair, and there's a couple more there too. But anyway, this is a tune called I Am an Old Coal Miner. It's about my grandfather. He was Slavic. His name was Krakovich. Most mine bosses, according to Chester Kalesa, were German and Welsh due to the fact that they were some of the first Europeans to migrate over here to work in our area, plus they had some experience in coal mining, so they made them the coal mining boss. So if you weren't German or Welsh, no matter how hard you worked up, you could never be a mine boss. It was very rare. So this song, I'm very proud to say, back in 2017 was nominated for Traditional Song of the Year by Just Plain Folk Music out of Indianapolis, Indiana. So we'll do this one called I Am an Old Coal Miner. We'll take a break and be back a little bit. We'll have my friend JP coming up here to play a couple of train songs for you then. Working these mines all day, now how can I feed my family on hardly any pay, on hardly any pay? I come into this country, a boy of 12, a man, to work as a soup picker, someday to be boss man, I dream of be boss man. Little house that got me, I land on bottom mine, and when I get my wages, take their share of mine, take their share of mine. My children don't complain much, although long is their day, it's chores from early morning, they have no time to play, I pray for them each day. love her dearly. She works all day at home, nighttime stitching torn clothes. Morning up for dawn, I love her oh so long. And since my name Krakovich, no boss man will I be. To boss you must be German or Welsh, and that's not me. No Czech boss man, baby. I'm an old coal miner, and in these mines I die. Black lung kills you slowly. God bless my girls and wife, give them a better life. Back a little bit. I love that. Jim Peel will be coming up in a little bit. Thank you.
Thanks for coming, buddy.
Sure, no problem.